Um, Anything happened today, guys, in the stock market regarding AMC? Anything? Holy! I don't think I was expecting all this today, were we, ladies and gentlemen? Wow. Incredible. Stick around till the end, you guys. I got a little update on another SEC whistleblower. This thing is just tumbling down like a craziness. It's just all crazy. And then a little thing I found on a fake hedge fund here. A Mark Cuban tweet that he put out. But first of all, I want to start out with this. I'm sure everybody, I'm not going to be repetitive. I want to give you my take out there. I think this is a little bit, we're kind of jumping to conclusions here on what GameStop did with, I'm sure you guys have seen this blasted everywhere tonight about Citadel purchasing all those shares, how they're going to ladder it down. They're going to try to do what they did in March with GameStop, if you guys aren't familiar with that. But I'm sure you've seen this. Citadel purchased millions of shares to create a sell wall while short laddering the stock at the same time during the squeeze. Read that again, okay? The combination will make it appear as if apes are selling the stock, which will cause the stock price to drop drastically. It is very important for all apes to diamond hand and hold until the price rises back up. This is the only way they stay in control of the stock price that we agreed on 100K and above. They know we have them in the corner, so they're changing their approach to get as many apes to sell quickly to stop the squeeze and mitigate losses. Okay, so you get that idea there. I think there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of panic about this. I'm going to tell you why in a second. But in case you guys weren't familiar on what happened, this was on March 10th, I believe it was. This was GME, what everybody's panic about Citadel with these 13F. Remember, these are 13Fs that were reported today. We'll get to that in a second. I'm sure you guys have seen that by now. But remember, they're reported today. We don't know when they bought these shares. It could have been a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. But I think they're pretty recently because the massive, I've never seen a 13F like that today. And I'll show you guys that in a second if you haven't seen it. But there's everybody and their mother and grandmother have stepped into this here. So anyway, this thing went from 348 within 25 minutes, dropped down to 172, right? Nobody, I don't think at that time, they put the pieces together on what happened and how that got down to that, 348 to 172, and then it gained control back up. So that's what everybody's panic about. I'm sure most of you guys have seen that by now. But I think it's a little bit premature. Remember these 13 Fs. Let's take a peek at those too. But the thing of it is that Citadel, let's look at their positions real quick. They up their calls. Here's their positions here, but here's the 17th, you guys, in case you didn't see that. Look at all these 17th, 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 7th. I mean, look at this. Have you ever seen anything like that? Remember a few videos ago, we touched on 14th. We thought that was long, right? So anyway, Citadel's reportings today, their share count went from 274,000 to 724,000. This is what everybody's panicking about here. I think that they're going to use this to ladder this thing down. We'll get to that in a second. Puts, they went from 1.7 million to 5.6 million, and then they have calls. 1 million up to 4.1 million, okay? But the thing of it is that these shares here, this is a blip in the radar. I don't think this is going to cause as much damage as people are thinking like it did with the GameStop thing. I personally think we're too early into this. Sure, it's awesome that this thing ran up. There was some talk a couple small hedge funds may have covered today in after hours. I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't think so if the price went up $1.50 in after hours. It's sure awesome. Like I've said in the past week or so, we bust that $14.50, $15 mark. I think it's off to the races, and we're definitely going to see some action tomorrow. This is a lot quicker than I thought today. I didn't expect this to go this way because we're in that danger zone for these hedgies. But with there's reporting in there, I think it's just a little bit of blip. I mean, remember, we own the float. I think those shares will get gobbled up. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this too, but just telling, this is a beyond massive. If there's truly a couple billion synthetics and shares floating and the share count, they're trying to hold this off till June 2nd. I don't know. long story short, you guys, I think everybody's kind of, I don't want to say panicking, but, we need to stay the course. Even if it is true, let's just say it is true and it mimicked the GameStop, right? There's way too much information. I've gone through Reddit tonight, just in Reddit alone, and we're 6 hours past the, the market when this thing started running up past $15. And all you see is, of course, we're going to hold. Of course, we're going to hold. Vote this post up so everybody gets visual eyes on it. This is just 6 hours after. I'm not too concerned about it. We need to see how this all plays out. Remember a week ago I did that video about these dudes are way smarter than, they're doing this for a reason. They know what they're doing. Okay. So I think we should just cool it and see how this plays out, obviously, right? Regardless of the situation, if this did work for them, we're going to hold. We know the game by now. There's no way we're selling after this, especially, what we've gone through the last 4 months, for crying out loud, right, you guys? Here, Stonko Tracker, this sat at 1.4 million the entire day. I just noticed as I logged on to do the video, it bumped up to 1.9. So these shares have stayed at 1.4. And over on Fintel too, I think it reports 1.90 right now. Interest rate shows about the same here on both sides, but these did not budge today, right? So if you go up here to the, we had 157 million, 37 million for 24% shorting today. Okay. And we still exploded through the roof, right? So yeah, that's that. Let's show the ORTEX data on AMC over here. Here's your Monday's changes. Your live updates were there. Utilization went down a tiny bit. Doesn't even really matter at this point, right? We know what it is. There's all your numbers there if you guys want to pause it, take a peek at it. Okay. Look at this little cryptic piece. Mark Cuban tweeted this out today. Things to know about all markets. Buying on margin giveth. Margin calls taketh away even more. Faster rumors giveth. News taketh away even faster. What's Mark telling us over here, this sly old dog? Huh? I found that pretty interesting, you guys. Look at this here. I'm always reporting these whistleblowers. I don't know how I run into these damn things. Here it is again today. May 17th, we got another one. More than 31 million to whistleblowers and 2 enforcements. I won't read that for you. I will pop that in there for your reading pleasure. Until the market opens here, pre-market, in about 2.5 hours. My gosh. This here, you guys, I'm going to post this. You have to read through this if you have not seen this. Glacier Capital does not exist. Read through this, okay, and then read through the comments in here. This is, not only do we have phantom shares, we got phantom hedgies here too. Outstanding. I mean, what in the world? You guys, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it keeps getting better and better and better. I think today is what we needed to just solidify everything. I mean, the main thing that I'm looking at here, regardless, remember, you guys, these are 13Fs. We don't know when they came in, but this is a lot. That is a ton and ton. Just go through that. If you guys, it's on Fintel. I put the link in the videos before, but I'm sure you guys know where it's at. Just take a peek through here. Look at the percentages, it's mind-blowing. I think we're part of something here that's going to be one of the biggest short squeezes in the history of histories. How it all plays out, we don't have a clue. We don't have a damn clue. We don't know what it's going to go to. It's going to be a lot, but boy, oh boy, is this exciting or what? Okay, guys, I'm going to take myself an 1.5 hour nap. I tried to get back to everybody's comments. I was busy in a one-arm paper hanger with poison ivy today. So I'll get back in there in a couple hours, start replying, probably about midnight my time. I got to take a small cat nap, get a little nap in before pre-market because I'm not going to be able to sleep. Love you guys. Thank you. Like, comment if you could, subscribe if you'd like to. It would be super duper awesome. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.